Hey everybody, Cynthia Allen here. Let me try that again. So see that my mic was muted. You'd think I'd know that by now, wouldn't you? Anyway, I'm here for the Never Stop Self-Care and Creativity for Lifelong Embodied Performance Feldenkrais Awareness Summit. And I wanted to talk a little bit about Never Stop. I'm hoping that some of you will tune in. By the way, if you do tune in, if you hop on over to StreamYard on the link at the bottom of YouTube, the YouTube post or the Facebook post, you can register your name. And then if you make a comment or say hi, I'll actually know and see your name. So that would be lovely. So we're on the last day of Never Stop. Today I posted that in the Facebook group and Ed Woodall said, hey, I thought it was never going to stop. And so that's sort of like a put-up-bump joke, right? And you know, it's an interesting name that we chose for this summit. A couple of people wrote us and said it's very un-Feldenkrais to call it a Never Stop. But I think when we look at the whole of the title of self-care and creativity for lifelong embodied performance, or just lifelong living, it totally works. And there's a meme going around right now on Facebook about a study done about what are the most productive years for people. And it says that some of the most productive years are when people are in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. Wow. Okay, well, one of my mentors, Cynthia Allen, just died this past year at the age of 90. And I definitely know that was true for her. That was true for her. I don't know if it'll be true for me. I think I'm off to a pretty good start in my 60s. But I don't know what all's in store for me. Of course, none of us really do we? But I do think that there is something in this Feldenkrais method that can offer something to any of us around the idea of lifelong embodied performance. But of course, this particular summit has been oriented towards performing artists. And I'm not a performing artist, but man, have I been inspired by these people. And what sort of like a breath of fresh air to hear about the challenges of performers from performers, as well as their take on how somatics or the Feldenkrais method, so other forms of somatics have been talked about as well, all really fabulous stuff, can be of value to us in our lifelong embodied performance. Yeah. So what do I want to communicate today? Well, even after the summit is over, it doesn't have to stop. It doesn't have to stop for sure. What you can enjoy today, even if you've never registered, you could go and register right now at feldenkraissummit.com, and you could get 24 hours of enjoying the material that's left in this summit. Plus, there's going to be a bonus day now that we've announced and an encore day. Now, the summit is over today, actually at 3 a.m. tomorrow morning, to be exact, 3 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time in the States, to be exact. But you will be able to have that bonus day and that encore day. An encore day means that you will get to watch anything you want to watch, do any of the movement lessons free for 24 hours. And bonus day, we're going to be looking at tributes, actually just 3 tributes. One is by Norma Listico about Anna Halprin and Moshe Feldenkrais. She studied with both of them. It's very delightful. Another is going to be Marissa Castillo, who is talking about Augusta Moore, who died young and has a big contribution to the ballet and dance world with body, mind centering and the Feldenkrais method, and her own take or spin. And then we also have somebody who's near and dear to my heart, Roberta Gary, a 60-year professor, organist, lover of classical music, trying to discover the best instruments, the best organs, the way music may have been heard or played way back when in the time of Bach and others. So we have some good things coming up. We really do. So let me hear from you. If you've got an idea about this idea of never stop, how that phrase has struck you, pop it in the comments. Otherwise, I'm just going to go on and share a little bit more with you, because while the summit is still happening, we have the possibility of getting $160 off the unlimited digital access. Now, why would you want to do the unlimited digital access? Well, I think you would want to do it because summits are just like any kind of conference. When you go to them, you can't watch everything, or if you do, you just would be overwhelmed. And so it gives you the chance to go back and watch things that you missed, or even rewatch something that seemed really valuable to you. But you also get transcripts. You also get the ability to download the audios and videos, or you can just use them on our super incredibly well organized platform. And here's what happens when you use that platform. You can search by a keyword. So let's say that you know somewhere in the summit, you heard someone tell a story about cantaloupe. You could put in the word cantaloupe and it would bring up for you every video that had heard the word cantaloupe, take you to the right that spot in that video, right to that area in the transcript so that you could work with that material. Now, if you choose a word that's used pretty much every single time, like Feldenkrais, that would be too much. But maybe you remembered hearing a story about Anna Halpern, and it could take you to any time Anna Halpern was mentioned. It's a really great feature, truly great feature. But in addition to all of that, which is significant, and we know people go back and revisit the summit materials for a year, 2 years. We hear people all the time telling us that they're listening to X and this is what they're getting out of it. So we know people are using that material after they upgrade. There are going to be 4 live class bonus series. Truly incredible. Dr. Martha Eddy will be offering us her own work, which is this incredible fusion of somatic approaches. And so you'll be able to move and dance and learn with Martha, 4 different sessions on Tuesdays. Can't come Tuesdays? You can do it on replay for sure. Then there is a 4-hour series between Christmas and New Year's. Amy Schulman, boy, if you did not hear Amy Schulman, that's another incredible talk. Martha's was great. Keynote, fabulous. By the way, the keynotes are available through the whole summit, so you could watch the keynotes today. They're from day 1. And Amy Schulman's going to be teaching a class, a Feldenkrais class for dancers. Very nice. We also have Sharon Castanillas. I'm going to mess up her last name. I don't see my notes right at the moment. So sorry about that, Sharon. And Sharon's going to be teaching a series on finding your voice, which goes so well with today's theme, which is impacting the world. And we're looking at how we can make these worlds of artistry, of the Feldenkrais method, more inclusive, safer, more available, more accessible to people who have been marginalized, people who these kinds of processes tend not to be easily accessible or easily friendly, easily seen as safe. So she'll be leading a class on how to find your voice and be part of that container that helps to make that happen. We also have Lisa Burrell, and Lisa Burrell is really got such a beautiful experience in the pedagogy of teaching music, and she wants to influence that with her understanding of what the Feldenkrais method and sort of her own unique teachings have to offer. And also, besides that, so we've got the basic summit materials, which are more than you get now, right? Because you don't get the ability to download, to replay when you want. You don't get transcripts. You don't get audios. So that's a significant amount of access on your own time for your own study. And then we have these 4 courses, incredible, live or on replay. But then we also have 3 on-demand workshops, one from Marissa Castillo, kind of doing her own thing, if you will, with the combination of work that she studied with Augusta Moore. We have Rainey Demerson leading a yoga class for dancers. And then we also have Audrey Purnell, who is really leading a master class in the Roy Hart method for voice. So very accessible for everybody. Okay, so why would you want to do it now? You'd want to do it now because you get $160 off. You save $160. Once the summit is over, the price goes up. So right now the price is $137, and after the summit is over, it will go up to $297. And anybody who's tried to buy our summits late knows that it really does go up. So it's not available. The value, though, is definitely well over $6,000. The bonuses alone are worth $1,200. So anyway, what do you think about this idea of never stop? I don't see anyone drop anything in the comments. No, nobody's dropped anything in the comments. I'd like to know if you're planning to stop. Do you have an idea in your head about how long you want to be able to practice your art? Like maybe you're 30 and you have already looked around and you've seen that, hey, most people are not able to practice after X number of years. You know, that's really common, right? For football players or baseball players, they're already knowing that they will either have a second career or they will, go into philanthropy or something. They won't be able to continue to do it. Well, what if a somatic approach could make a big difference for all of these professions? I think it can. I think it definitely can make a difference in your enjoyability right now, your ability to connect and create with others, connect with others, create for others in a way that's really pleasing to you, that feels good from your heart and feels like it's you. Somehow it feels like it's you. And that's what we've been hearing about in the summit over and over again. So it's good stuff. I'll be live tonight at 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, impacting the world, talking with Antonio Ramos, Dr. Rainey Demerson, and Frederick Shang. And we're going to be breaking open this idea of inclusion in dance and in the Feldenkrais method. And what are the challenges related to it and how might we do better? So I hope you'll join me also for that, 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, New York time. And let's see, what else do I want to share with you? Yes, I'm gonna change out here for a minute. I'm gonna just give you, oops, let me hide that for a second. Let me make that a little bit more usable. So if you wanted to just get the summit upgrade, you would go to feldenkrais.com/2021/never/stop. I'm sorry, 2021-never-stop-summit-unlimited-access. We need to get shorter names in the future, that's for sure. Shorter names. And if you want to sign up yet for the free summit, you do that at feldenkrais.com. feldenkrais.com. Okay, looks like that is it. I thank you so much for joining me. Do consider upgrading. If you're like a little on the fence, go for it. We will appreciate it. It's very expensive to put on a summit, so we haven't quite broken even yet. I'd love to break even because that makes I can pay that staff, right? All that staff that's helping to produce this great summit for you. It makes this available for future ones. Thank you, everybody. See you tonight or later in the day or early in the morning for you, depending on where you are. Bye-bye.